Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. It's really highly requested on my Q&A. So I don't even know how I'm going to begin this or how I'm going to go into depth with it. This video is going to be a little bit all over the place. So I'm just sitting on the floor. I've got my notes. I've been trying to collect information on this for the past couple of days. So my video today is about the law of attraction and manifestation. First of all, if you're watching this video, you have to be watching this video with an open mind. I'm a very open-minded person, but some people, they see straight and they don't want to see anything else at all. You cannot go into this video in that mindset. So if you think this is all a whole load of bullshit, that's fine. I'm not telling you what to do with your life. This is just personally what works for me and something that I'm really passionate about and I really believe in. So if you don't want to know about it, you don't have to watch this video. That's perfectly fine. But if you were interested in learning a little bit about the law of attraction, then just keep on watching this video. I'd also recommend before or even after watching my video to go and watch The Secret. It is on Netflix. I did check. It does explain law of attraction in its simplest form, and I think it's really good if you are sort of beginning, you don't really know too much about it, to watch it and just kind of get the gist of the whole idea. I love The Secret, which is in a book form. So if you're more of a reader, there is a lot of books on this topic. The Secret is one of my favorite books, and it's once again one of the most simplified forms of it, so it's really easy to kind of understand. So I'm just gonna jump straight into this. I know this is gonna be a long video, so I'm just gonna look through my notes for reference. Okay, so basically the whole kind of idea of the law of attraction is that like attracts like. If you don't really know anything about it, it's hard to kind of give a sort of little summary about what it is, but basically it's kind of the theory that you can have anything in your life by believing it and by manifesting it into reality. Basically it's saying that you can create your whole entire world and you can have anything you've ever wanted if you believe in it enough, or if you want it bad enough. I'm gonna give you, I think about 5 steps on how to manifest something in your life. So the first step is to have kind of a clear image of what you want. So what is it that you want? Do you want money? Do you want success? Do you want a new car? Anything in your life. Think about what you want. And you have to, have a very vivid sort of image and think about it so clearly. Like, you have to have a crystal clear image of what you want. So say you want a new car, like what kind of interior do you want? What kind of, smell is it gonna have? What kind of color is it gonna be? Just think about everything. And the second step is, once you've got that mental image, is to write it down. Write it down in notebooks. I have a little journal and I write down things, I try to do it every single day, just of what I want out of life, and I write it down. Write down every single detail. Be specific. Write down like everything that you sort of want. The third step is to visualize it. Before going to bed at night, lay down and just think, like, imagine yourself in that car. Like, imagine what it smells like. Imagine what it feels like driving it. Imagine what it feels like opening the door, getting a coffee through a drive-through. Like, imagine every single little detail to that car. The fourth step is then to take action. So, you're not going to just visualize and feel like, yeah, I'm going to have a car. I'm going to have a car. You have to work for what you want as well at the same time. You can't just be like, expect it to pop out of midair and you're going to have this brand new amazing car. It doesn't work in that way. But the theory is, if you can think it, if you can feel it, if you can imagine it in your brain, you can have it. This car, it's out there. You may not have it yet, but it's still out there. You ask, you believe, and then you receive.
I want to ask you a question, because we just had an interview the other day, and you said something that I've sort of has stuck with me about what makes you afraid. And we were talking about this, and Denzel said, I don't know if you remember saying this to me, but you said you attract what you fear.
Right.
And since we spoke, I've just been thinking about that all the time. What are you afraid of? And do you agree with that comment that you attract what you fear?
Apparently, I'm afraid of great actors.
Well, I mean, positively and negative. I mean, you attract. Not just what you fear. You attract what you feel, what you are, what you attract. What's on your mind? Yeah,
it's like the law of physics. I don't know how anybody can disagree with that. It's just, ask any physicist, they'll tell you that it's true.
I know this is so confusing, so I'm going to give a few examples of how I have manifested things that I want in my life, just so this can kind of make a little bit more sense to you guys, okay? So say at the beginning of this year, I really wanted to buy a really nice designer handbag for my birthday. And when me and Andre were talking about it, at the point where I was at the beginning of this year, it was kind of a bit, like, oh, okay, like I really don't think that will happen. Just at the time of my life where I was at, like I just it wasn't really realistic almost. I said no, this year for my birthday, I'm going to buy myself something really nice. This is what I want. I went on all the online stores and I was screenshotting everything that I wanted. And I was putting it, like I had it on my computer, on my desktop, and I was like, yep, these are the ones I was going to buy. I was having everything on an image so I could see it. Every single time I opened my laptop, I'd say, yep, this is what I'm going to buy. I can't wait. On my birthday, I'm going to buy these things. Like, I can't wait. And I had like a screenshot, I think, of 3 things that I really, really wanted for my birthday. And I just looked at those every day and I said, yeah, I can't wait to get my bag. I can't wait to get my bag. So I was saying it as it was mine already. It was that I just didn't have it yet. And I would be like, I can't wait to get my shoes. I can't wait, they're so cute. I would get up in the morning, I'd put on an outfit and I'd be like, wow, my bag would look really nice with this outfit, or my shoes would look so cute with these pants, or whatever. I ended up getting everything I wanted for my birthday and more. Easily, with no problems whatsoever, and I feel like that's a really good example of something that I've manifested. I've also manifested my holidays. I said this year I want to go to LA, I want to go to Disneyland. I'm going to Disneyland in about a month and a half, and I also said I want to go to the Maldives. I'm pretty sure we're going to the Maldives this year too. So I think it and I believe it. I can't wait to, for example, say you want to go to the Maldives so bad. So for example, you'd be like, I can't wait to wear this bikini when we stay at the Maldives. Like, look at the rooms, take photos of the rooms on the internet, look at them every day. Like, when you close your eyes, imagine yourself on the beach. Imagine yourself on the sand, in the water. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Like, what can you see? Just mentally put yourself in the situation you want to be in and think about it every single day, and eventually the universe will bring it to you. You might think, like, this sounds insane. How is it just going to be brought to me? Like, I don't get it, okay? I know it sounds insane, it sounds crazy, but if you want something bad enough, the universe will give it to you. You will get it, you will receive it. I'm going to give another example of something that I have attracted, and it was my relationship. I was in a very toxic, very negative relationship in my past. I was with a really horrible person. All I wanted and all I craved was to just be in the most purest kind of love, and just to kind of have like a best friend and someone that I could be with and just love more than anything in this entire world. I wished that. When I blow out my birthday candles, I'd wish for that. I would find little dandelions on, those things that you can blow, and what are they called? I would make wishes on those, if I had a wishbone, I'd make a wish. Like, I wished on everything, and I would wish upon a star when it was a full moon. This is what I want, this is what I crave. I would write it down. Like, I just want somebody to purely, like, love. And now I am in the happiest relationship I've ever been in my life. And Andre, He is my bestest friend. I adore him with my heart and my soul. I love him so much, and he gives the exact same love right back to me. And I feel like that's something I've almost manifested. I feel like people, they kind of always talk about, I want to be in a relationship, or, you know, I want a boyfriend, and I want friends, and I want this, and I want that. But then they don't love themselves first. The universe isn't going to give you anything until you are 100% truly ready for it. If you put any doubt into the world whatsoever, you're not going to get it. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I want a boyfriend, but I'm so ugly, like no wonder no one wants to date me, I'm so fat, I'm so disgusting. Like, if you're putting that energy out there, that's what you're going to get back. If you are putting out negative, horrible energy to the world, how do you expect to get positive, happy, loving energy back? Because it just doesn't work like that. It's a give and take. Universe, they don't hear words, like they don't hear like I want and I don't want. They just hear what you give out. They feel the energy, they feel the vibes that you give out. You get what you give. Okay, if you radiate love, you get love in return. If you're radiating happiness and kindness, you get that in return. If you are a dark, negative, awful person and you're grumpy all the time, you're miserable all the time, and you talk about how I'm so broke, I have no money, you're never gonna have money, you're always gonna be miserable. You get what you give. And also, while saying that, you have to kind of work for it too. Like, and I know this sounds crazy, I know this, like, you might be sitting in bed, like you might have no job, or you might not be making any money, and you might be thinking like, I want to do this nice stuff for my birthday, or I want to go on a holiday at the end of the year, but I have no money, I have no job. Like, how do I begin? How do I start? How the hell is the universe going to serve me something when I have nowhere to start? Okay, and I know it sounds insane, but you just have to start being proactive, start being positive, and start putting out that good energy, and eventually you'll notice it'll come back to you, and you'll be getting job offers, or, you know, you will, you know, get an opportunity. Okay, it's hard to explain. Somehow the universe will pull through for you. As long as you're positive and you are radiating that positivity, and as long as you are, you know, putting that energy out, somehow, one way or another, it's gonna come back to you, and I promise you that. Okay, so I brought Andre in because I feel like I wasn't doing a very good job of explaining everything, and I thought maybe he might be able to give a different kind of perspective and would be a little bit more understanding than what I'm trying to say.
It's not so far-fetched as some people will be like, oh, it's crazy to think you can attract something, but I think if you really focus on something, that the energy you put out, that you do put out, it's a thing that you put out. So I think that it's a
like, I know it sounds almost like bizarre, witchy woo, like a topic, but I feel like the more you look into it and the more you kind of get to understand it, you kind of realize it's almost like it's physics, like it's scientifically proven. Like, you don't see a successful person sitting there being like, I'm so fat and I'm so ugly, I'm never gonna get anywhere in life, I have no money. Like, you don't hear that.
One thing that I do think I manifested was I'm at uni, and the course I'm studying, I've been trying to find work experience since I started, because you have to, and it's the right, you know, you should be striving for that straight away. And out of the there's 4 years in total, I'm in my third year now, and after 2 years, I was asking people and things like that. You'd ask around, try and, you know, and kind of give it a half-assed effort and go, yeah, okay, I've asked everyone I can, I've tried all I can, it'll happen eventually. And then as soon as we started talking about law of attraction and doing all that, within like the month or so, I ended up getting a new job, doing work experience and stuff, and you know, getting on my way. And that's something that I've spent 2 years trying to do, and I have had no success. And then the next opportunity that came up, we got it.
This is what I want, but I don't understand how it's going to come to me. Okay, just forget about it. Just, if you want it bad enough, one way or another, you will get it. As long as you're working hard, as long as you're grateful for everything you have, as long as you're positive, as long as you believe you'll have it and you put no doubt in your mind, if you are ready to have it, you will receive it. It is simple as that. There is no if or buts. You might not get it, or might maybe get it. You will get what you want. If you put doubt in there, anything, like a kind of, like I was trying to say, like in a relationship, how people be like, I want to have a relationship, I want a boyfriend or whatever, but then they don't love themselves. And it's like, you're not gonna have someone come and love you if you don't love who you are first. You're not gonna,
Very true.
yeah, you're not gonna find something like that if you can't learn to be happy with who you are and learn to love yourself first. I want to go on holiday, I want to travel, but what if I don't have any money? What if I can't get there? What if I can't get time off work? You've just already put like 3 excuses as to why you can't do it. So why would you get it? You know, you have to be clear. You have to be, this is what I want, I deserve it, and I'm gonna have it, and I'm grateful for it. And you have to do that, and you have to practice that every single day until you get what you want.
See featherweight champion Conor McGregor. Conor, you've been dreaming about this moment. You've been talking about this moment. Honestly though, does it feel the way you thought it would?
Yeah, it does. It feels beautiful. I dreamt this so much, so clearly, so precisely, and so frequently that it has manifested itself into reality. And that's what I am feeling right now. It's a dream come true.
I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent magic, right? That you're in a universe and 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 only equals 4 if you accept that 2 + 2 = 4. 2 + 2 is going to be what I want it to be. You know, and there's a redemptive power that making a choice has, you know, rather than feeling like you're at effect to all the things that are happening. Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like, it's water. It wants to move and go around stuff, you know. So for me, I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want. One of my favorite books is The Alchemist, Paulo Coelho. And I just believe that. I believe that I can create whatever I want to create. If I can put my head on it right, study it, learn the patterns, and, you know, it's hard to put into words, some real metaphysical, esoteric nonsense, but I feel very strongly that we are who we choose to be.
I never say I'm doing bad. I never think bad all the time. You know, you have bad thoughts every now and then, but you are mostly positive.
Yeah, and you're human. You're going to have bad thoughts. You're going to have negative thoughts because it's only natural. And when that kind of happens, you kind of have to just kind of snap out of it and think, okay, that's why I'm saying you have to kind of be conscious of what you're thinking about, because when you have bad thoughts, sometimes you don't even realize you're having them.
We made lists of a handful of things that we wanted to change within the year and we wanted to achieve, and I put it away after doing it and didn't look at it for ages, and, you know, practice being positive and, you know, thinking about things you want and stuff like that, all the things you need to do. And 6 months later, it's halfway through the year, and
everything.
most,
if
if
not
all, like the
everything,
big ones.
yeah. It's in my closet, and I looked at the list and I was reading it when I was like going through my closet, and I was like, oh my god, everything he wrote down has come true.
I was really surprised because it's something I wrote down at the time, and I thought
this is ridiculous.
This was a big thing to kind of think about and achieve, but now it's all happened and it goes by so fast. You go, wow, like.
See, and like, you don't, when you're writing it down, when you're writing down like, I want to go on holiday or I want to do this, you write it down and you just think like, I don't know how this will happen, but you don't need to know. You cannot predict your future. You cannot predict what's going to happen. As long as you want it bad enough, somehow, one way or another, it will come back to you. Like, look, at the end of the day, if you're a positive, happy person, you're going to have that back. And that's simple. That's a no-brainer, okay? So take what you want from this video. I know some things might have made sense, some things might not have made sense to you. That's perfectly fine. Go watch the movie if you're interested in it. I will try and find some links of some really good YouTube videos that I'd watched on the law of attraction, so maybe it could make a little bit more sense to you, so you can go and watch through those, kind of get a better understanding of it, because I feel like I've been talking and it makes sense in my head, but I can't get it out to you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to know more about it, if you want a second one or like a little bit more detail on how to manifest things, just let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one.